What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome back. You are Moonwalking with Dawn Daze on 101 TKO Radio.
You know it.
We back on air, we back live. Shout out to everybody in the building, whether you're here on TikTok, here on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook. But of course, I really hope that you're listening to us also on the 101 TKO Radio app or 101TKORadio.com.
Yes,
Shout out to Baba Sifu in the building. We were just talking about an amazing tournament that was hosted here at Privy by Baba and Lions Cage in May this past weekend. So thank you for being in the building. Shout out to all the new faces and all the new energy. Shout out to y'all TikTok. We see y'all.
Big salute, big salute.
We appreciate y'all.
Now we leaf living.
That's right.
Believe it, believe it. It's a beautiful thing just to grow, to elevate. And special shout out to one of my basketball high school teammates. Is now the head coach of our high school.
Dope.
He has a whole movement called GROW. And GROW is an acronym for him for Growth Requires Obsessive Work Ethic.
Growth requires obsessive work ethic.
And that's the vibe for real. If you're doing anything entrepreneurial, if you're following your dreams, you have to have a work ethic that's borderline obsessive.
Every time.
So y'all can see the vibes a little bit. I don't know if y'all noticed a little bit, but these microphones don't have wires on them. You know what I'm saying?
Wireless
There's some elevation going on right now. It's a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, branding that is entering the space in a whole new way. I don't know if y'all see these cubes that just have the brand so elegantly displayed. It's a great thing.
It really is. We're elevating and going up and up and up. That's just how it rolls over here at 101 TKO Radio, of course. You know, you're moonwalking.
Salute, man. I mean, we in the building here at Privy. Again, the essence of Stonecrest, the energy that we've been continuously talking about. Again, how do we plant seeds for upcoming opportunities and projects?
Yeah.
And remain consistent, because it's one thing to plant the seed. It's another thing to cultivate it.
Yeah.
And be diligent for when you harvest it.
Absolutely. Shout out to Leaf Living. Shout out to Forbidden Fruit Yoga. All those things. Coming back to rooted and grounded and being properly planted in the earth. We're planting seeds every day with, whether we realize it or not, right? With the intentions that we set plants the seed for how the day will go, how the week will go, how the month will go, how
100%.
the new moon cycle will go. So how are we sowing seeds of purpose, sowing seeds of joy, sowing seeds of problem solving, sowing seeds of healthy connection? And this entity, this platform, Moonwalking with Dawn Daze, is an example of how we're seeking to sow seeds of positivity for our community and give a platform to those that want the platform, want the space to speak, whether you're just asking a question on Instagram or TikTok to us, or you come be in person and we can interview and have a great conversation with you. So lots of good things on the horizon, not only for our show, but every other show here at 101 TKO Radio. There's so many great things we can tell you, things we can't tell you, but you better stay tuned so you can keep it locked and learn more as we go and grow.
Every time. Knowing that we are in a very unique space right now, we want to spread some love throughout the planet.
Yeah.
So, Michaela, Miss LaDawn.
Yes.
What are you focused on right now? Where can you navigate a present experience that you're having that translates how loving yourself gives you more of an ability to love others?
I love that. Daze knows me so well, obviously, like we're in a relationship and I'm around him all the time. So sometimes when he asks me questions, I'm like, are you trying to have me talk about that thing that you know I don't want to talk about, or that thing that's hard for me to talk about? Is that what's going on right now? But I'm just being funny.
You got free will.
I do. But it's, you know, you just know me so well. So I love how you push me in the positive ways. I love you for that.
Absolutely, I love you.
Yes. Okay, so the question was, what is going on in my current life with those around me that is causing me to dive deeper into how I'm loving myself?
And vice versa. I love that direction too, but I was actually speaking to what's going that translates to how you can show up to love others. But I love
both sides.
I
Okay.
love both sides.
Okay, bet. Let's start with the direction you were going. So, currently, on a, again, astrological level, there is, I think all of us, wherever you are in the world, we've been feeling a intensity of the warfare of light and dark. All right, right? I'm sure a lot of us have been feeling a lot more tested these days, a lot more challenged mentally and emotionally these days, to tap into a different level of humility, a different level of honesty. So I don't want to just speak in total generalities, but I see it on the astrological level. Like, it is very real. It has to be acknowledged. Shout out to Goddess Galaxy in the building too. Appreciate you. We have to acknowledge these things, right?
Great name.
I know it really is.
I love that name. Goddess Galaxy.
She was just at Leaf Living Tournament. She was one of the fighters and the winner of the women's round, so shout out to her.
Salute.
Did yoga as well. She did a great job in yoga.
Big salute.
Thank you for being in the building, Queen, and the hearts you're sending over. And again, shout out to everybody on TikTok. We got like a solid 5 or 6 people that haven't left for a few minutes, so thank you for being in the building and having the conversation with us. But yeah, Daze had asked me, you know, what's going on around me that's causing me to do that extra self-love work, and it is definitely this challenge. I genuinely have been feeling more spiritually challenged. I have been having to go to God a lot more. I've been having to pray and go deeper in prayer a lot more. Like, it's serious for me. And I don't know if anybody else has been feeling challenged this way lately, but Lord knows I have. Shout out to Brittany in the building. Hey, Joy. Brittany Joy.
Thank you as well.
Soul Squad Rochester fan.
Appreciate you, Goddess.
Yes, thank you, Goddess. So yes, that is, for me, what's making me go deeper on this self-love journey is the challenge I've been feeling on a spiritual level. Like, I feel like I have no choice. If I don't take extra time to put up my spiritual guardrails and put on my spiritual armor and take extra time for self-love, I will go crazy. Straight like that. Thank you, Joy. Yeah, you know it's facts, because I'm not trying to speak in generalities, but I genuinely have been feeling, based on conversations with other people, that we've all been feeling this extra level of just emotional and spiritual test. So anybody that's in the building, I'm sending prayers to you, for real. Like, I know it's not easy, and whatever you're going through right now, my heart goes out to you, because not only because I feel like I'm going through it, but I'm empathetic to whatever you might be going through too. So it's good to see everybody. Thank you for the question, Daze.
For sure. We're at that point, y'all. We're at that point where it's very important to understand the personal experience and how it translates everywhere else.
Yeah. And have to be humbled by that. Like, you know, I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. So we just all have to be humble and admit when we're wrong. And be okay with that. I think that's part of the self-love too, right? What about you, boo? I'll throw it back at you. How have you been feeling? Like, you've been having to dive deeper in your self-love, and what tools have you been using with those around you? Hey, shout out to my girl Ariel in the building. Hey, Ariel.
Fire.
My sister.
Yeah.
And friend.
It comes down to the opportunity, the space you create to get to know yourself.
Yeah.
We can be so caught up in the day-to-day life where we never actually hone in on what that innermost voice, the wisest voice that we know is telling us. The voice that knows us best.
Mm-hmm.
So, normalizing a space where I can express freely and I don't feel the need to hide, and I can be honest with myself that said, hey, you know, I've come this far. I'm where I'm at for a reason.
Yeah.
Me doubting myself, second guessing myself, you know, isn't going to help me a whole bunch. Accountability is very important. Self-awareness, self-accountability, very, very important. But there's a thin line between that and doubting yourself, shrinking yourself, and letting fear creep in.
Yeah.
And learning to love myself means learning how to recognize the responsibility that comes with being in this relationship. Who knows what a twin flame is? I didn't necessarily know what it was before you brought up the term. Yeah. But ultimately, I did know what love was to me.
Yeah.
I had a series of experiences that let me know, okay, this is what resonates on my spirit. This is what feels like authentic love. And I'm going to continue to fight for that.
Yeah. Shout out to
much respect.
Yes.
Brittany Joy, self-discipline, working on it. Let's keep working on it. So, I'm so inspired by so many creators in this space, and it's very important for us to give you a balance of messaging as we come here every day. We want to have a fine line of preparation, but also being in the moment and giving you whatever's organically coming on our spirit, whoever organically joins the chat and helping you guys create the show with us.
Yeah.
So that's where this is amazing, because to be bold, to believe in yourself, to say, hey, this is going to be beyond just a show where we're speaking in a podcast format. This is a radio station. 101 TKO is a radio station, and we prioritize the ecosystem that radio creates.
Yeah.
Music is a very healing component, delivering knowledge, delivering news from trusted sources that aren't necessarily, being motivated by impure sources.
Positive intentions.
Yeah. You're motivated to share the news because you genuinely wanted to help people.
Yeah.
Not getting lost in translation. Clearly, we live in America. Business is business, but there's a right way to make things happen. Yeah. So just being on that journey every day. How can we bring new vibrations to the world? How can we be true to ourselves? That's what I'm focused on. And just not overthinking it.
Yeah.
Being yourself. You're here for a reason. Express accordingly. Cook. Young one, cook.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it is. I'm just in a space of, just realizing that even the person in the mirror can be a distraction from just getting in the process, getting into the flow, and not overthinking, but just creating.
Yeah.
And knowing that as long as you show up, you're almost guaranteed to show out at some point.
Mm-hmm. One way or another.
Yeah.
As my mom says, show your ass. Show the people. Big shout out to Joy in the building. And yes, I hope you do tune in more, Queen. It's nice to just know that you're in the space with us. Tamika definitely is a chat moderator for us on TikTok. So very grateful for both of y'all just having this conversation in the TikTok sphere. We love whenever we have people engaged and we can see who we're talking to. It makes this whole radio, again, experience so much better, so much more positive. And we look forward to all the ways that you guys will continue to tune in. Maybe you can call in one day if you feel like it too. And we can have conversations in so many other ways. So I love it all. I appreciate it all. We appreciate it all. The Planet of Love is definitely in full effect as we're talking about this self-love experience and this self-love journey, and how important it is that we're prioritizing time with self and time with others. So I'm definitely mindful. Yeah.
It is incredible. So, real quick, as we embark into the month of August, what's something you want to get done by the end of July, just before we go into this next segment? What is very important for you to accomplish before July 2024 comes to a close?
Yeah, the halfway mark of the year. Yeah.
And this can also translate to all of you listening.
Yeah.
Ask yourself that question. Drop it in the comments.
Yeah.
What's something you want to accomplish before coming into August? Because
we have exactly 7 days until August 1st.
Indeed. We're in the third quarter, y'all. We're in the third quarter.
Yeah.
We're in the third quarter of the year. This is where it starts to get real.
It's getting spicy. Shout out to also 7 people being on TikTok right now.
That's fine.
I love that. In 7 days until August 1st. For me, before the month is over, I would like to ensure that this may be, small in certain people's eyes, but I have been challenging myself to be more consistent in posting and promoting myself, our show, our music, and there's been very good momentum this past month that I don't want to lose. I definitely want to, this summer, really great momentum that I want to keep intact. Song dropping soon. We have performances coming up. We have events coming up. So I don't want to lose the momentum of staying on top of the communication and social connections. I want to make sure that I'm even more intentional, even more accountable with myself on reaching a goal of dropping the song in a timely manner, being prepared for the events and shows coming up, being prepared for the social media, plans we've been making. So that's to be succinct. My goal before the month is over, is to post damn near every day. Post something, put out something, keep it consistently checking my emails and my text messages and being more on top of things for the summer.
Walking on business. Walking on business.
That's right.
I salute that. I salute that. Hey, it's definitely summer energy. We're at that point. The third quarter. August is right around the corner. Summer is here. Summer is now. So get those goals done.
I love that. Ooh, shout out to Brittany Joy, adding a little something to what she's working on. Thank you for engaging. She said, I started writing down what I eat since Sunday, so staying consistent with my diet and healthy eating. I love that.
That's beautiful.
Honestly, shout out to you. A good 5 days of just writing down what you've been eating is already hard. I remember I tried that at different points, so big shout out. What was your response, Days? What do you want to accomplish in the next 7 days?
It's been very consistent right now. I'm very locked in on mapping out very key moments that I want to have for the rest of my 2024. So having that focus just in its highest form and knowing exactly what my intentions are, exactly what I want to accomplish from a numbers perspective, but also how do I want to feel.
Yeah.
So I want to feel like my best version, and I want to feel like I'm coming into year 30 in the best way possible.
That's right.
So that includes ensuring that business is intact. That includes ensuring that my soul is intact first and foremost.
Yeah.
And bringing it all together.
I love that.
And continue to be courageous, continue to be diligent. And again, it's very simple. Be as clear as possible on how God wants me to spend my August. That's what I want to get clear on. In July, to know exactly all the plays that need to be made to make the most of August.
That's right. I love it. I love it. Thanks for everybody engaging. Thanks for everybody being in the building. Brittany Joy said, nice. Yes, yes. Appreciate y'all. When we come back, we're going to share a little something about what's going on in the R&B singer space with some names that we've worked with, some names that... So we'll keep it locked here on 101 TKO Radio as we continue to moonwalk with Dawn Daze.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened.
Yes,
there was a sudden jolt.
Yes, yes, yes. You are moonwalking. Moonwalking with Dawn Daze. Live on 101 TKO Radio. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Welcome back, y'all. Thanks for being in the building with us.
I love it. I love it. I love it all. It's summer of soul, to say the least. We are here, and we're here to let y'all know that this is not our first time utilizing our creativity, utilizing our culture to rise above. We are in a very unique time in space and history, and you all continuing to stay true to you, stay true to those younger versions of yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible to know that music can be a healing component, and it's timeless in many ways. So with Drew Hill, led by the legendary Cisco, and the Rock Summer Soul Fest being on the horizon, it's cool to see a reunion between Cisco and the lovely Maya. Shout out to Maya one time.
Hey.
It's a lot of DMV energy in the building. But they were at a Queens of R&B tour stop in New York, and Maya brought Cisco out on that Queens of R&B tour.
I love it.
So it's a great energy in the air. It's divine in so many ways. And we're at that point where it's undeniable that timeless music transcends.
Mm.
So shout out to all of those still dancing, still stepping to some of that classic 90s and early 2000s R&B. A lot of great R&B artists still doing their thing today. But there's no doubt about it. You have to be responsible in how you curate your music, and that's why we have 101 TKO Radio here for y'all.
Hey, make it a little bit easier for you.
You know?
Navigate through.
Because you can get lost in these playlists now. Don't forget about it. The vibration that we take on is important.
Yeah.
And it's a time and place for everything. Don't get it twisted. But do you know your time and do you know your place?
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, man, shout out to Cisco and Drew Hill one time.
Definitely.
Summer Soul.
Definitely. Summer Soul Fest headliners on August 24th, our 5-year anniversary too. So that's really exciting. Looking forward to August 24th. Beautiful, beautiful things to come. And big shout out to Maya as well, just being the amazing queen that she is. A shout out to my friend, my queen in the building, Alejandra. Hey, queen. Glazed Skin on all platforms. She's a great, great lifestyle and beauty care influencer. So big shout out to her.
Yes, Lord.
And I got a yes from Tamika, who is a member of our Rochester Summer Soul Squad. So she already knows what's going down August 24th and how amazing that day is and why we're all so excited for that day, right? So I appreciate it all, and I love that, you know, no matter where these people are on their musical journey, we can always honor them and respect them, because whether they made music 20 years ago or they're making music now, the music that they make is timeless, and that's how a lot of the artists that are chosen for the festival is coordinated. Same thing with the music that you guys hear curated here. We try our best to curate music and choose music that is timeless. You know, we might have a little bit of Ice Spice and Sexy Red Cardi B sprinkled in, but they're, to a certain extent, even their music can be considered timeless at times, right? We can always appreciate when an artist is vulnerable and honest about their experiences, no matter how uncomfortable that honesty may be sometimes, right? Exactly. So we're moonwalking right now. We talked a little bit about the planet of love, talked a little bit about standing on business, walking on business, and now we're talking a little bit about music, media, and movies, and all the things that are on the horizon. We already talked to you guys over the last few weeks. We've been every Tuesday. Anybody that doesn't know, if you don't know, I'm sorry, because you missed out a lot of Tuesdays in your life. But let today be the day that you now know. Every Tuesday, at most theaters, especially AMC theaters, is Discount Tuesday. So if you didn't know that, I'm telling you right now, put it in your calendar. Every Tuesday, you could probably go to the movies for like $7. And so Daze and I, that's kind of been a tradition we've been doing over the summer, is treating ourselves to a movie night every Tuesday. We didn't do it this week. We were celebrating our month anniversary instead. Every 24th, we honor ourselves with our month anniversary. But over the last couple weeks, we've been going to movies and having some awesome experiences. anybody here that lives in the Atlanta area, definitely want to recommend going to the theater at Phipps Plaza.
Oh yeah.
Phipps Plaza, Phipps. Dope theater. You go pretty much inside of the Phipps Plaza shopping area across from Lenox Square, and there's like a little escalator, takes you all the way to the top. So they got that whole kind of third floor to themselves for the theater. They have the nice theater seats that you can like, you know, push out the chair up and like literally lay back. We'll bring blankets in, maybe even bring some snacks. Just don't tell anybody. We'll bring in our own snacks sometimes. And we have great movie night every Tuesday. It like costs less than $20 to have a cute date night with us. So we've gone to see Inside Out 2. We went to go see Bad Boys Ride or Die. We went to go see Fly Me to the Moon. And we saw the Quiet Place prequel. Yeah, it is a great idea. That's what it just kind of happened. You know, there's been so many movies coming out that we're like, oh, we'll just go every Discount Tuesday. So yeah, it's our little date tradition. We both love movies. We both love sitting. We're the type of people that will like sit in theater until the credits have finished rolling, because we want to give everybody this, you know, that was on the theater, like, yeah, I'm giving you respect. That person that made the title card is important. They matter too. Person that did the score, they matter too. And we love movies, so yeah, that's been a cute little tradition we've been doing. What other movies are out that we said we wanted to go see? What's kind of in theaters right now?
There are a number of things on the horizon. I know that there are a couple animated ones that we haven't seen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine.
There it is.
There's also there's that long legs one.
I'm sorry, long legs looks scary. That looks scary.
They were putting out a lot of ads about that.
Yeah, Twisters, that looks good too. Yeah, we saw A Quiet Place day one.
Yeah, you're finally open to scary movies now.
Yes, it's not that I wasn't open to scary movies.
No, don't lie.
No, for real, I'm not lying. It wasn't that I wasn't open. I just was more hesitant. I'm the type where if I had a choice, I'm gonna pick a kids movie. Like if you give me the choice, it'll probably be a musical or a kids movie. One of the first things that I'm gonna pick. Shout out to Shootworks in the building. So yeah, call me childish, call me whatever you want to call me, but I love a good kids movie because I feel like they have the most potent lessons in them. You know, you go see like A Quiet Place day one. Yes, it was a powerful movie, and I definitely appreciated the imagery, but the lesson and the learning experience is not as much like hit the nail on the head and bop you upside the head with it like the lesson was in Inside Out 2. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to call Daze out, but he did cry at the end of Inside Out 2, and I love seeing my man cry.
Hey,
so
ain't no,
I love that he wears his heart on his sleeve.
Ain't no shame in my game.
Yeah. I cried during Bad Boys Ride or Die. You know, I think you did too. We love to cry. We wear our heart on our sleeves, especially around each other. I'm not scared of it.
Hey,
I love that about him.
I'm in tune. I'm an actor. I'm an actor.
Yes.
On some real stuff, it's definitely powerful for me. It's amazing to be in a position where I have experienced life at such a vivid level that when I see something that touches me, it's like, man, I'm right there with you.
Yeah,
I've been through that. I'm going through that. And let's not get it twisted. Even with Last Dragon, I just had a moment like, you know, real. I mean, it's always honestly our on this side, but that scene in The Last Dragon. Shout out to Bruce Leroy. Last Dragon will be celebrating 40 years anniversary next year. So if y'all are familiar with the film,
and shout out to Ale. She says that she loves when men cry. It's really the cutest.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing.
Daze had something in his eyes. That's what Tamika said.
Hey, sometimes that's how it goes. Sometimes that's how it is. But it's just a beautiful thing when you can relate to something.
Yeah.
And that scene where Bruce Leroy basically comes back to his family business, and sure enough had kind of messed up everything, and he's been just so diligent training to be a protector.
They had destroyed his family's pizza shop.
Destroyed his family's pizza shop.
Yep.
And he couldn't be there to protect him. And that moment really touched me because I was like, wow, man. You know.
Hey, Sim's in the building. Hey, Queen.
One love.
Houston royalty.
He really wanted to be there.
Yeah.
He really wanted to be there.
For his family.
For his family. So it's a blessing. It's an amazing, amazing blessing just to connect with film in such capacities where it can hit home even 40 years later.
Yeah.
So.
And that's the kind of, like we said, music, movies, and media that M cubed, what we're talking about right now. That's how Daze and I work. Like we appreciate movies that are timeless. We appreciate music that is timeless. We appreciate, creative endeavors and media that others create that is timeless. So this is what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Thank you. Same to you, beautiful. Thanks for just the good words of wisdom and love. Shout out to Sin. Shout out to Petey's Playground, y'all. If you're in the Houston area, definitely take a trip on over to Petey's Playground. They're always doing events, dope stuff going on, late night spot, all hours. Big shout out. Definitely hit up Sin MF City for more. There's so much there that they're doing. Love the whole platform. And yeah, that's what we're all about over here. Timeless, supporting each other. Anybody that's here right now, you are considered to be part of the NASA family. Green. I am willing to see Long Legs. I will go see the movie with you, Daze. I'm willing to go to the theater and sit and cuddle with you because I'm going to need to be held with a blanket. And I don't know if you remember this, but there was a time when we sat and watched, what was it? I think it was It. It was It, the first It, at home, and it was dark. We were with you, your sister, and her boo at the time, all of us, the four of us hanging out. Everybody fell asleep, like a good 20 minutes in the movie, everybody fell asleep. I don't even know if I told you this, but I was really trying to challenge myself. I'm like, okay, I just turned 25, so I was like, I'm grown, I should be able to sit in this room and watch this scary movie by myself. I mean, y'all were all in the room with me, but technically the lights were off.
I remember that moment.
You remember that moment? Yeah. I watched that scary movie by myself in the dark, so I can't let anybody play with me. I know what I've done. I know the ways I've overcome my fear. But yeah, I have nothing to prove. I just wanted to speak on it.
Respect. Face your fears, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Face your fears.
There's nothing to fear but fears.
Thank you. I felt like I was strong too, girl. Thank you. I was really proud of myself. I had never done something like that before. I was proud of myself.
Yeah, no, it's definitely one of those things. Just showing it to yourself.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was more so proving it to myself. Yeah, that I could do it. Yeah. I was scared, but I made it through.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Okay. So, real quick, as we talk about media in general, and we share with folks the space of opportunity. We've been coming across a lot of international films on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
And even with the whole atmosphere of Tubi, so we just want to encourage y'all. If you have a dream, write that script. Mm-hmm. If you have a vision, write that script.
Yep. Take that class.
There's so many different stories, of inspiration. We're here in Georgia, so we're certainly going to give Tyler Perry his respect and credit where it's due. Ain't nobody unfamiliar with the controversy. That's how it is. Shout out to
Divorcing the Black.
That's how it is.
Hey, Mr. Logan. Shout out to Linda's dad being in the building.
That's what's up. In the building. But we're just in that situation where if you have a dream, it is possible to manifest it. And getting together with a team, there are a lot of different independent organizations that have some very high quality cameras.
Yeah.
So if you have the right talent, you have the right script, you have some great editors.
Why not?
You could put some stuff together, submit it to a film festival, submit it to a streaming service, and see what happens.
Yeah, the opportunity is there no matter where you live. I mean, we live such a digital age. Who knows what could happen if you just put that extra effort in. Whatever your dream is, this is a manifestation of us being unapologetic and living in our dreams. So grateful for 101 TKO Radio and the whole Privy Stonecrest building and family, because we've been connected to this for some years now, but that consistency and that showing up and that showing love has given us, great rewards. And shout out, thank you for being in the building. I love you too, Queen. I hope to see you soon. We'll definitely have a catch up. Keep holding it down out in Cali. Again, definitely make sure y'all get connected with Glazed Skin on all platforms. Dope content creator and overall just glowing skin expert and influencer. Glazed Skin. She knows what she's talking about. And big shout out to her being my first experience in San Francisco. Love you, girl. Love everybody in the building. Really appreciate that we've had a really engaged community today on TikTok. Very grateful for y'all. Thank you to everybody that's been coming in on Instagram, everybody on YouTube. We see you. Everybody on the 101 TKO Radio app and website, across the board. Very, very grateful. And I hope that all of y'all are doing what you can to live in your purpose, live in your power, and, move with love. Like we've been saying, the kind of theme for today, you cannot drive out darkness with darkness. Only light can do that. You cannot drive out hate with hate. Only love can do that. So let's continue to keep that in mind, and let's continue to lead with love and light in all that we do.
Absolutely.
So let's take a little music break, and then we'll come back to close out and give you all the astrological report in the Stargazer Zone. Until then, keep it locked. Moonwalking with Dawn Daze on 101 TK Radio.
Right now, our country feels divided, but there's a place where people are coming together.
I gotta tell you,
Yes, indeed. You are moonwalking with Dawn Daze on 101 TKO Radio. The love is real. The gratitude is real. We are in flow.
Yes.
Choosing to be our best versions in everything that I do. And everything that we do. Speak those affirmations over yourself.
That's right.
Yes, Lord.
Shout out to Jacinda. I see you, girl. Queen. We were on drill team together back in the high school days. So it's good to see you. Thank you for being in the building with us right now.
I love it.
I love it. I appreciate just everybody that's tuning in, whether it's Instagram, YouTube. We see y'all. We appreciate you. Yes, thank you for the love. It's able to go live on TikTok and see people of all different phases of our life. Today has been a very active TikTok live, so I'm grateful for that. Whether seeing Queen from high school, Queen from college days, Queens from Rochester Summer Soul, and that energy is just so cool. Love it all. So, it's nice that you're here for the last 10 minutes, Jacinda. Good to see you. But yeah, we're back. I hope y'all enjoyed the music vibes. Intentionally played some music for y'all that was speaking to that 90s love, that 90s R&B.
I mean, speaking about love and 90s love that created us, we are, 59 months and a day into this journey officially. We are approaching, 5 years, about 30 days away from 5 years of this love.
That's crazy. We've been together for almost 5 years, boo.
Intentionally saying, we want to do this work.
Yeah.
And knowing that it's a divine journey and knowing that every single time, I know what time it is. I know I have many, many, many responsibilities to make your dreams come true over and over and over again.
Yes, you do, yeah.
If I'm going to try to be that knight in shining armor, if you will.
Uh-huh.
But you are your own knight in shining armor, and as I am for me. So that self-love is such a beautiful thing that has led us to this journey of loving each other. Yeah. And the countdown is real.
It is.
Shout out to that. I just want to shout out to that. We were celebrating 59 months yesterday.
Yes. Tamika said, congratulations. Yes, win the wedding. What's funny is we've been getting that question a lot more this past year. We've been getting that question a lot more.
That's exactly the energy we need. Great question. I love that question.
Ask him.
I love that question. Yeah.
No, we're taking
our put it all on me. I have all the power. We'll see. It's like love is love. God's time. That's what it is.
No, it is. It really is God's time.
God's time, 100,000%.
I trust that you will know when it's time to pop the question. I'm not even going to try and dictate when you do that. I trust you so much that I know you're gonna get on one knee and you're gonna make sure it's all the things. Make sure my nails are done. I'm gonna say it live right now, so all of y'all are witness to this conversation, okay? And hopefully, whenever y'all see the engagement video and all the photos, you can hold Daze accountable to this moment right here, right now, when I'm about to state my piece. Make sure my nails are done, right? Make sure the ring is a ring that I'd like. We just recently talked about how I would love to have rings somehow incorporated in our wedding rings. I would like for at least, our core family to be there, and if they're not going to be able to be there because you decided to do it in some exotic destination and they couldn't be there for it, then make sure that they can be on Zoom or that they can be part of the moment via virtual connection. So nails, birthstones, and NASA family involvement. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to add anything else. I don't want to ruin the fun and the glamour and the surprise of it all. But yeah, that's my ask of you, Daze.
This is phenomenal. Phenomenal. God did. God did. God did.
Exactly, baby.
Hey, don't talk about it, be about it, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. So thank you. I may be coming from a place of privilege making those kind of demands, but he knows we've known each other long enough. We're going on 5 years. I think I can at least say that as a foundation. So I digress. Let's get into the Stargazer zone, y'all. Speaking of, all the beautiful alignment and just having to trust divine timing. Stargazer zone, this astrological report. So earlier in the show, we were talking about how there's been this energy in the air where you have to go deeper in your spiritual journey. You have to rely on God. You really can't just rely on your own devices right now. It is a season where if you're a prayer warrior or if you're a high spiritual being, you have to protect yourself and help others. There are those around us that need love. Even when they're spewing hate your direction, the only way to drive out hate is love. The only way to drive out darkness is light. So let that be just the kind of biggest focus that you can take away from today's Moonwalking episode, or for everybody that's been in the building with us. To go deeper on that, this past Sunday we did have a full moon, so now we're more in the waning gibbous and working our way towards the last quarter, and then eventually early August we'll have that new moon. But again, for those that may have had a heavy weekend, whether it was, the news of the presidency, or say her name, Sonia Massey, what she went through, whatever is on your heart that you've been through, know that we're praying for you too, and we see you, and that you're not alone. There is a real energy right now where we're all having to put up our spiritual guard, and the best way to combat all of this is to wear your heart on your sleeve, operate in love, and communicate. Talk about it. I just saw a headline. I didn't really read the full article, so please excuse me if I'm misspeaking here, but I just saw a headline that autoimmune disorders in women of color is being more and more tied to the fact that we're stuffing, that we're silently being pissed off, and we're not talking about it. We're not doing anything about it, and we're having to stuff that energy. And it is real, y'all. Even I have had moments where I was, I had no choice. When I stuff, eventually it will come out in unhealthy ways. So find a healthy way to exercise your darkness so that you can operate in light. And prepare, last Sunday was a full moon. This upcoming Sunday, so in a few days, will be the last quarter. So this week of what we've been going through, moving from Aquarius into Taurus. By the way, Amir's an Aquarius, I'm a Taurus, so that's even more poetic. These signs from the air to the water to the earth, and when I'm saying this, allow yourself to move through the emotions, allow yourself to move through the elements. How are you doing things that allow you to communicate with others? What are you doing to ground yourself, plant your feet in the earth? What are you doing to cleanse yourself with drinking water or taking spiritual baths, going into the pool? And then what are you doing that's allowing you to prepare for this fiery energy? Because now we're in Leo season. So it's a lot easier to get our ego out of alignment. Ego is a good thing when we have it in alignment and we're, doing our best to keep it controlled. So those are all the energies I want to make sure I acknowledge to y'all. The next time you see us, it will be August. So just want to give you some good stuff and good things to take you into the rest of this month. And then we'll start off August 1st with a bang in our next Moonwalking installment.
Phenomenal. Thank you for pouring into us. We're here.
Thank y'all.
We are here for perseverance.
That's right.
This is not the first rodeo, ladies and gentlemen. You've been through difficult times before and you've gotten through them. So no matter what's going on in the world, no matter what situation might capture your attention and really capture your urgency. Because when we're urgent about something, it's a very powerful energy.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure we're urgent about the right things.
That's right. Yeah.
So be urgent about being your best self, living your best life, continuing to choose love as the answer. Recognizing that fighting fire with fire only gets you more flame.
Only burns you out.
For real. And it's definitely something we've explored as twin flames. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to humble yourself.
Yeah.
You got to realize that there's a higher force that's orchestrating all of this. So it's a true honor, true blessing. One-on-one TKO Radio. Make sure y'all download that app.
Yeah.
Sounding very crispy, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, we got new mics. We got new chairs.
It's a vibe.
We up.
Hey, man, it's incredible. The marathon continues.
Yeah.
Y'all know the vibes.
Yeah.
Bet on yourself. It works out every time.
That's right. Remember, you cannot drive darkness out with darkness. Only light can do that. You cannot drive out hate with hate. Only light can do that.
Martin King Jr.
Shout out.
Yes, indeed. Appreciate y'all. You are Moonwalking with Dawn Daze on 101 TKO Radio. See y'all next time.